Good evening, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap. So if you guys want to mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those those S&P charts. We'll go to the Bitcoin in a second. But yeah, just looking at the S&P, as you can see, not had the greatest day on the S&P. We are still flirting with this horizontal that we've got to, well, we've not necessarily got to hold this one, we've got to hold the one below, but obviously this is coinciding with this trend line as well. So realistically, we want to hold this level is what I'm trying to say. Obviously it is a stimulus thing. This is what we are waiting for. Whilst stock markets are not necessarily doing their thing regarding the potentially imminent stimulus, the actual dollar is doing its thing. So you can maybe look at the fact that the actual currency markets, forex markets, are well, more professionally traded, and the stock market is literally waiting for people to actually get that money to then go and pump those markets, whereas people aren't waiting to get that currency to then go and well, dump the dollar. So maybe that is why we're getting this move down in the dollar. Obviously we have to literally wait for the actual physical process of those stocks to be bought, those calls to be bought, and the stocks to push them up. But looking at it, the obviously the dollar is indicating that we are getting stimulus, and we are getting it pretty soon. Looking to break down quite nicely from here. This is obviously the target that I've been targeting ever since basically the pullback into, well, below this trend line here. So yeah, it was all going swimmingly for a while, and then we decided we wanted to play a little bit of a bounce. But once losing that trend line, coming back down again, and yeah, I mean realistically, this is why Bitcoin is doing well. But it's not just Bitcoin is not the only story we've got going on here. Obviously Ethereum is clearly not doing anything like what Bitcoin is doing, and that is clear. I can't say clearly again. That is a worrying sign. That is a worrying sign for the overall health of this Bitcoin rally. You can see, especially on this Ethereum BTC pair, we've lost this trend line, and well, no, that's nothing but air, guys. Now nothing but air, realistically. I guess, yeah, no, really this is the level that we're aiming for on this move down. So yeah, nothing really to support it here. Altcoins absolutely getting trolleyed, as you can see on the Bitcoin dominance. We are approaching an important level in the Bitcoin dominance, a level that obviously we've had drawn in. Yeah, I mean, obviously drawing in with this big thick white line, it is a target. We are pretty close to that. So yeah, let's see if we've got anything on the 12-hour daily TD counts that potentially help us out here. Well, daily 9 coming in tomorrow. This is actually a horrendously large upside candle for anyone holding alts. But yeah, daily 9 coming in tomorrow at a major resistance level. So will we finally get Bitcoin retreat from that 12k level, play out the 12 to 11k range, and then altcoins finally get some attention? Is that potentially what's going to happen? Right, let's have a look at Bitcoin. How is she doing? So basically, as you guys know, I've been saying 12k is now the target. Once breaking back into 11-12k range, once we're back into what is an established range previously, you would expect us to come and tag the top of that range, which is literally what we've done. Well, I can't say to a tick, really. We are probably where's that? Let's look at that. Say 60 to 90. With $30 off, obviously, that level. But yeah, a wick above this our actual resistance area we've got here, a wick above, and then back down below. So like I said, this is not bad. We've had a nice substantial move up now. We can now play out if we are going to stay incredibly bullish, which obviously we will if we do get some stimulus packed. We can very easily trade out this range down to 11.7, potentially even 11.5, and yeah, and just play out the top half. As you can see, if we zoom out a little bit, we did spend periods of time where we sort of traded in the bottom half of the 11 to 12k range, and then we traded in the top half of the 11 to 12k range, had a bit of a foray to the bottom half, traded in the top half, traded in the bottom half. So what I'm trying to say is that wait, let's get back across here. So what I am trying to say is that we can very easily spend a nice bit of time in this top half, at which point, yeah, like I said, I think altcoins will start to get a bit of attention, a bit of a cool off in this overall market, and then yeah, and then we can build up the steam for the next, either move up or move down. But yeah, I mean, the trend is your friend. You'd have to guess it's going to be up. We'd have to assume stimulus is coming. If it isn't coming soon, then more stimulus will be coming later. So it's a I don't want to say it's a win-win scenario, but there is no scenario where stimulus doesn't come. Put it that way. It is only a matter of timing and size, and I fully suspect that with the timing component, the timing variable going up, as in long as we get it, the size of it will go up as well. So in effect, that doesn't, yeah, it's just going to have basically the same implications in the present, which it is doing. So yeah, I mean, Bitcoin looking obviously very good. Yeah, like I said, I do feel like we'll trade a bit of a sideways in this large range for a period of time. Maybe not this long a period of time, maybe a shorter period of time, and then we will break out. Obviously, we have tagged the top of the range now, so we are working within the 11.5 to 12k region of this 11 to 12k. So if we do break below 11.5, then realistically we're targeting the about the 11 level again. But obviously we would expect that is now the new pickup point. This 11,500. It is the new bullish retest. It's the new bullish dump retest zone. Come down here, hold this level here. Then that could be where the big buy now comes in. The big buy may move its level up now to 11.5 to start buying for a potential big move up. So yeah, let's just have a quick look. There's some interesting things going on in some individual shares, such as Tesla coin. As you can see, we have got this trend line in here, and then we've got this trend line we drew here, both of which we've lost. So this is looking dicey for Tesla. This is looking like if we don't basically get support in the next couple of trading days, then we are going to come and at least test this light level. But again, it's a stimulus play. We all know if you get a bunch of millennials get a check or get enhanced unemployment benefits, you guys know where they're going. They're going into Tesla calls, and that is going to drive the underlying, and this is then just going to go to the moon. They're going to look at it and be like, it's only $400 now, whereas previously it was over 1,000. So they're going to be like, yeah, we can squeeze this, and then, yeah, this will basically what happen. This will be their go-to. This will be a go-to stock for them. Look at Neo go. Remember my little discussion with my friend about who decided we're ever going to see $20 Neo again after we had this pullback here, and I literally drew the line. As you can see, we got up to it, then consolidated and broke up again. $30 Neo. In fact, it did trade $30. No, it didn't. Nearly $30 Neo. So Chinese stocks not looking too bad at the moment. Whatever you want to think about their accounting or whatever, their economy as a whole, Chinese stocks not doing so bad. Chinese stocks have been performing. They are in a different trading environment to US stocks. So I mean, there are, like I said, we need stimulus really. I sound like a drug addict saying that, don't I? We need stimulus. I need more stimulus. You got any more of that sweet stimulus? That is quite literally what the American people in the market is like. And I think they're already sort of trying to experience some of the highs. Why am I looking at Neo still? Of the stimulus that is potentially coming, that they haven't actually been given yet. But yeah, overall, I do think we are going through a little bit of we aren't going to get it. But I mean, for me, we are clearly going to, it is going to have to come. I mean, if nothing else, there's a lot of people in America that need it. There's an election coming. I mean, the Democrats may be playing hardball, but Trump doesn't have a lot of choice, so he will have to cave. And he caves anyway. He caves into everything anyway. So, hey. But yeah, so Bitcoin looking good, altcoins not looking good, stock market's not particularly looking so good, Tesla not particularly looking so good. Things are a bit dicey. The dollar is making the right moves, because like I said, the dollar, the currency markets, the bond markets, the more professionally traded markets, they know the deal. They know they don't need stimulus right now to pump their various the various parts of their market. They know it's either coming now or it's coming more later. They know it's coming, so it is now getting priced in, and the dollar is making a move down. And yeah, I mean, it's the two fat ladies, isn't it? It's the 88s. 88s is the target. So we may move this arrow along a bit, seeing as we didn't break down at that point. So 88's being the target, and that should, well, like altcoins aren't getting any love at the moment. I would expect that to change at some point. But yeah, I mean, but this clearly will precipitate a big move in Bitcoin. There are interesting statistics, such as a lot of the Bitcoin is getting wrapped up and moving over to the Ethereum network for DeFi purposes. So if that does increase, Bitcoin keeps going up, and then eventually we stabilize somewhere, even potentially where we are now. Stabilize at this top half, maybe come to the bottom half and just trade like we did previously. Then I think that will be good for the altcoins. So yeah, but at the moment things looking difficult in some respects, but obviously good in other respects. So we'll have a look at the stochastics in Bitcoin. I mean, we obviously know we've had a move up. We obviously know we're expecting consolidation. We don't need the stochastics to tell us this, but we will have a look at them, because we don't need the stochastics to tell us that. We can look at price action, know what stochastics are going to be telling us, which is basically what we just said. But yeah, 4 hour turning back down, so it looks like it wants to consolidate the price to trade sideways to down for a little bit. 10 hour looking like it's starting to curl back down as well. 12 hour though, still got room to run, and I guess everything above that 12 hour daily, 2 day, 3 day, all looking good. 5 day, weekly, all looking good. So yeah, but like I said, overall the trend is good. I do expect us to stay trading around this zone. I mean, if not break out, but just short term, back to the 4 hour, short term, very easily, just some sideways where we are now, potentially a back test at some point, but I fully expect that to get picked up by the overall larger time frame momentum. And yeah, I mean, we are on course. We are on course for 14k basically, guys. Yeah, I mean, there's no two ways about that. Stimulus is coming. It's going to drive us through. The dollar is looking weak now. We've gone through our are we going up spell. Well, I say that not 100%. We've got to kind of lose this level, which means we've lost this low here, but we've come all the way down to it now, so we're clearly putting it's not going to be a higher low. That's what I'm trying to say. So yeah, we lose this level, and then we lose this level here. We've lost that low, and then yeah, realistically, we're looking like a humongous head and shoulders, which we could even probably draw on right now. With a projected target into basically this no man's zone, which will just obviously basically just lead to further downside because we'll be in the middle of nowhere. But yeah, potential head and shoulders already formed. Neckline potentially, depending on how you draw it, already broken. Stimulus on its way. Stock market's having a tantrum. Bitcoin reacting to the dollar move. Yeah, things are looking good. Things are looking good for Bitcoin. So yeah, that is it, guys. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys in the morning.